本日は大谷翔平選手が本拠地ドジャースタジアムで地区ライバルパドレスとの一戦に二刀流1番投手兼 DH で先発出場。登板日を変更して臨んだ注目のマウンドとなりました。試合前から大きな話題となっていたのは前回登板で見られた捕手ダルトン・ラッシングとのコミュニケーションです。前回は配球をめぐる場面などが注目され、試合後も何度も話題に上がりましたが、その後は両選手がしっかり話し合い関係を修復。
He feels good. The body feels good. Certainly, we did this, methodically, giving him some extra time, and feel that, we should reap the benefits today. So, he's been fine, but I think that today, given the opponent, the rest, I think he should be a good one tonight.
In between outings, we obviously talked about him and Dalton mentioned the relationship and then getting back on track together. What do you want to see when it comes to kind of how they work together, navigating through their lineup? And even we did see Shohei, he took over the calling in that back half of the outing in Minneapolis.
I think it's going to be. I think it's going to be good. I really do. I think that Dalton will call the game. Is my expectation, and then if Shohei wants to kind of interject a pitch here or there, then great, he has that right. But as far as kind of the relationship, as far as pitcher catcher, I think it's going to be great. And sometimes, you got to go through certain things to kind of get to another point. So I think that I think we can we'll look back on that outing and go, you know what, that was good for both of them. Yeah, and I think that's what we would want from any of our pitchers, because it's they're two separate minds, and so if a pitcher feels really convicted about a certain pitch, sure, override it.
When you look at Shohei's numbers when Will Smith is catching, they're so much lower. Is that a reflection of Will or the change?
I don't know. I mean, I think obviously, Will, they have a great relationship. I think some of it is, Shohei hasn't had his best stuff recently, and that's the truth. The fastball command hasn't been what it was early in the season. The sweeper hasn't been the same. Started using the split a little bit more recently, where he was using it a lot more earlier in the season. So there's a lot of variables outside of just saying. I think so. I haven't formally said it, but if you just kind of do the math, it would be hard to imagine, but, I don't have to make that decision quite yet. I wouldn't say it's conviction. I think for him, it's just, we've come to expect a certain amount of quality of execution from Shohei, and there's just a lot of, missed fastball execution. The sweeper, some of them are more non-competitive than we're used to. I think it's just one of those things that he was just kind of been in a little bit of a funk, but again, with how good he is, he still manages to take down a lot of hitters and perform really well. But again, that's just the bar for him. So it's just more of an execution thing. So yeah, we're hoping that the extra couple days helps him.
そんな中で迎えたマウンドでしたが、大谷選手は今季初めて初回に失点を許します。しかし、そこからすぐに立て直すと、3回まで毎回三振を奪うなど、パドレス打線を力でねじ伏せていきます。ストレートと変化球を巧みに織り交ぜ、要所では空振り三振を量産。この日は今季最多となる110球を投げ抜き、6回7安打3失点、9奪三振の力投を披露しました。今季12度目のクオリティスタートを記録。投球分析を行うピッチプロファイラーも、大谷翔平は6イニングで9奪三振を記録した。3失点は喫したものの、ボールのキレは非常に良かったと評価していました。一方で打線は苦しい展開が続きます。パドレス先発マイケル・キングの前に6回までわずか2安打。大谷選手を援護できないまま試合は終盤へ向かいます。 しかし7回、流れが一変しました。キングが降板すると、クロネンワースのエラーも絡み、ノーアウト満塁の大チャンス。ここで打席に入ったのは、この日ここまでノーヒットだったテオスカー・ヘルナンデス選手です。すると、初球のスライダーを完璧に捉えた打球は、そのまま左中間スタンドへ一直線。起死回生の逆転満塁ホームラン。ドジャースタジアムは大歓声に包まれ、昨日に続く劇的な逆転劇となりました。6回3失点でマウンドを降りていた大谷選手の敗戦投手の可能性も、この一発で完全に消え去りました。この回、大谷選手にも打順が回ってきましたが、一死一塁の場面で代打ミゲル・ロハス選手が送られ、試合から退きます。これについて ESPN のアルデン・ゴンザレス記者は、ドジャースがわずか1点リードの場面で、大谷翔平に代打を送ったのは少し奇妙だ、と投稿。SNS でも何かアクシデントがあったのでは、と心配する声が上がりました。一方、ESPN のメディナ記者は、大谷翔平はシーズン最多の110球を投げ切った。防御率は 1.79 となり、あとは打線が彼を敗戦から救えるかどうかだった。と、この日の力投を高く評価しています。そして試合はそのまま4対3でドジャースが勝利。テオスカー・フェルナンデス選手の逆転満塁ホームランが決勝点となり、地区ライバルパドレス相手に2夜連続の大逆転勝利となりました。試合後、ドジャース番記者たちも興奮気味に反応しています。ドジャースが再び劇的な逆転勝利。テオスカー・フェルナンデスのグランドスラムが試合を救った。またしてもドジャースが逆転勝ち。パドレスはまたしても終盤に崩壊した。さらに、ドジャースはナ・リーグ西地区で首位を独走。パドレスとの差はついに14ゲームまで広がった。と、両チームの現在の勢いの差を伝えています。
Tonight you guys were down 6-0. Tonight down 3-0. What is the feeling just amongst the team in the dugout when you guys are down but clearly never out?
I mean, we never feel like we're down. We know what we're capable of. We know the team that we have. It only takes a good at bat, get on base, and somebody's gonna take the big swing. In this case, it was me.
Someone like you was gonna take the big swing. Take me just into that at bat on the first pitch. Is that what you were looking for?
Looking something in. Obviously, he was throwing really hard. Every pitch that he throws is really hard. So something middle in. Just trying to put a good swing on it. He left slider over the plate, and I just hit it out.
I don't think we've heard the stadium that loud, but on that grand slam, I know it's your first home run since coming off the IL, but what is it like when you're able to have a moment like this here at home in front of all these fans?
It's just the support that all the players have. I have since I come back from the IL, doing my steam in the IL. You know, a lot of support from the fans, as always. So it's really good. Feels really good. I'm really happy, really glad that I'm here, and that I'll be able to do that in front of them.
And get the seeds everywhere. Teoscar, congratulations on that swing, and congratulations on this win tonight.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
本当に投げてる時には全く問題なく痛みなく投げれてるっていう感じなのかっていうのと、そもそもこれはもうその1ヶ月前に感じたのが初めてだったのかな。
そうです。投げてる時は良かった。まあ全体的には良かったですし、はい。前回もバッティング、前回も練習中でしたけど、はい、には感じてたので、まあさっきも言いましたけど比較的早めに良くはなったんですけど、まあ同じような感じだったので、
今チームとしてだいぶ差が、まあ、地区内でだいぶ差が開いてますけど、まあ、そういう余裕の中でもしオールスター戦最後の登板飛ばした方がいいって監督が言ったらそれに関してはどう思いますか？
まあその様子を見てというか、はい、まあ常に、まあ、後半戦大事ですけど、差をつけれるときにつけた方がもちろん後々楽になるのも事実ではあるので、はい、まあ常に万全というか、まあ、自分でできるベストな状態っていうのをその時々で準備したいですし、まあ、休めと言われたらそれにまあ従うのもまだ一つかなと思います。
今日の登板で初回なんですけど、やっぱりちょっと球数がいってしまったのもその、まあ、長く投げられなかったかなっていうところにびっくりしてます。
そうですね、初回はちょっとなんかぬるっと入ってしまった感じはあったので、はい、まあ、初回の2点目 上げなかったのもそうですし、最後、あと1本出たらまた5点差くらいになってたので、そこでも、点を与えなかったのは、粘れてたといえば粘れてたことではあるので、さっきも言いましたけど、いいとこもあり、悪いとこもあり、そういう日だったなと思ってます。
6月に入って左膝の問題もあると思うんですけど、実際今の大打撃で影響っていうのはどういったところ
100% で、できてない、なんていうんですかね、もやもや感というか、そういうのももちろんありますけど、それでも継続して試合に出れてるっていうところには満足もしてますし、その中でチームがね、勝ってるのも一つ大きなことではあるので、後半に向けてまた体調も整えながら、その最後の最後で万全になれればベストかなと思ってます。
東さんも含めて上腕だったり、前半戦からちょっと体に不調というか、違和感が出てるところがあって、二刀流をシーズンの中で続けていくっていう中でも、後半に向けてそこの管理みたいなところは今蓄積しているというか、どのように感じますか？
全体的にすごい 100% で走り抜けてるという感覚ではないなというシーズンではありますけど、今も言った通り、それなりに試合もその中で出れて、それなりに貢献もできてはいるので、前半戦としては、そこそこの出来なのかなとは思ってますし、またオールスターまでちょっとですけど、そこでしっかりと結果も出したいですし、後半に向けて体調を整えて頑張りたいなと思ってます。
Thanks, guys.
Dalton, I know after just the last time you and Shohei worked with each other, there was just so much talk afterwards about you guys getting back on track. Can you just kind of tell me, as you guys navigated through their lineup, and kind of what the feeling was amongst you two, and how you were able just to kind of find the ways to be efficient when need be, and also to get the strikeout when need be?
Yeah, I thought he take the 2 walks in the first out of it. It's hard to get out of that kind of situation. I thought he did a good job throughout the game. These guys saw him just a week and a half ago. Speaking as a hitter, you kind of have a better idea of what guys are trying to do to you over the course of facing a guy twice in a week. But I thought he threw the ball really well. I thought he gave us a chance to win. King was throwing the ball really well tonight. Made it tough for us to put up runs. Luckily, we got a big swing out of Teo, and it was enough to do it. But I thought Shohei threw the ball really well tonight.
Everyone, and even yourself, talked about how you could use last week as a learning experience. How did you find just now coming out of this outing, and kind of how you two were able to kind of communicate with each other, work with each other, and also just get back on track together?
Yeah, it's kind of like a boost of confidence. You feel as if you guys are on the same page throughout the whole night. And like I said, obviously you take those 2 walks in the first out of it, and I think he had a very quality start. He gave us a chance to win, and that's all we ask out of our starting pitchers every time.
Dalton, ohtani said last time when he started calling his own pitches that he kind of wanted to show you what he likes to do. How much better do you feel you understand what he likes to do now than a week ago?
I thought tonight I had a good idea of what he was trying to do. Thought we were on the same page a lot tonight, and obviously that once again is a boost of confidence moving forward. He's not an easy guy to call for, but also he's who he is for a reason, yeah, I'm glad we were on the same page for most of the night, and look forward to his next one.
What makes him challenging to call for?
There's a lot of pitches that are really good, a lot of options. Yeah, I think that's the best way to put it.
Just to pop up, were you calling for the pitches tonight?
Majority, yes. Yes.
How tough is it to sort of game plan inning by inning with him, especially because unlike a traditional pitcher, you're not really sitting with him in the dugout, you don't really have this time between innings.
Yeah, it's tough. We have to lean on Mark a little bit for translation. Obviously, Will helping out with translation, but Mark just kind of communicated between the 2 of us. It makes it a little tougher, obviously, but I think he does a great job with it, and like I said, I thought we were on the same page a lot tonight. Thanks, guys.
Thank you so much.
Shared with us that him coming out of game late was more precautionary due to that right bicep. Where is your level of concern, and does that change just the plans for him to DH kind of moving forward these next few days?
Yeah, it was precautionary. just kind of tightened up on the bicep, so he's not going to DH tomorrow. So we'll give him a day to fully recover, treat it up, and then at that point in time, we'll just go from there.
Sherry had experienced this a few months ago. When you kind of just look at this injury, and I know you just said Sherry tomorrow, but do you feel like it has any impact anywhere else moving forward?
I don't know. I don't think so. He's dealt with it before. He's a quick healer and finds a way to get back. But I do think that for us to read and react and to kind of hear what his body is telling him is really important. And given the toll that, it takes on his body to be a two-way player.
Shohei said that this was something that he had felt a couple months ago, but that it went away relatively quickly. Around what time of the season was that? You know what? It was so benign that I didn't hear about it until tonight. So I would assume that he hasn't missed much time, and that's the first I've heard of it. So it didn't take him out of playing.
Dave, on a night like tonight when he throws 110 pitches, is the knee also a little bit of a
No. Tonight the knee wasn't of all, and even to be honest with you, is that the bicep didn't bother him while throwing. It was when he took his last swing. So the knee didn't bother him at all tonight.
What did you see him like totally?
I thought tonight, just the first inning initially, just didn't have command. You walk the first two guys, and then you start to kind of figure some things out, and then obviously the home run by Merrill, and then in that sixth inning, it just got a little bit, he leaves a sinker up, and Bogarts hits it the other way for a double. 2 outs gone, first base. So good outing, but I think again, where with Shohei, the stuff that he has. He's just got to be more efficient to be able to get into that 7th inning, and the last few starts, he just hasn't given himself a chance.
What do you think of the way he and Dalton worked together?
I thought they were fine. I thought they did a good job. They seemed to be on the same page tonight.
This was one of the more emphatic swings and reactions we've seen from Teo this season. What does having him back and healthy, how does that help elongate the depth of your lineup?
It elongates and the depth of our lineup. Obviously, I think Teo, he's missed a lot of time recently, and so for him to get back and contribute, there's a lot of built-up kind of anxiousness and anticipation to do something to help us win. So that was a big hit. Morehomes, had our number for quite some time and left a slider middle, and took a really good swing.
How would you rate the bat flip?
You know what? Honestly, I was watching the ball, so I didn't see the bat flip. Was it a good one? Nice. Good for him. It's a big win. Big win.
Hey, with ohtani, given kind of the again the workload that it takes to play both ways, given the lead that you guys have at this point, any thoughts maybe just not having to make that last start before the All-Star break?
I think it should be on the table. Obviously we're not going to just make that decision right now, but I think that anything's on the table certainly.
Do you expect him to be fine for All-Star game?
I do. I still don't expect him to pitch in the All-Star game. I'm not saying it's a 0% chance, but as far as playing, that's a decision that he's going to have to make.
What does hanging 2 comeback losses on the Padres do in that rivalry division race?
Yeah, I mean, for us, we're just stacking wins. Certainly, they're going through it right now. Last night, the way we came back and won. Tonight, the way we came back and won. It certainly takes the wind out of your sail. All right, thanks, guys. Yep. Good night, guys.
以上、今回もご視聴いただきありがとうございました。別の動画でもお会いできるのを楽しみにしております。